knew that our oral health could have such an impact on our overall health? And it's sometimes the gateway to seeing the signs of what is really going on in our body.
Yeah, it's true. And sometimes looks can be deceiving. You can have all your pearly whites, and yet there could be something lurking underneath. That was the case for former professional baseball player Alex Rodriguez, who revealed that he was diagnosed with early stage of gum disease. And guess what? Doctors say the problem is more prevalent in men than in women. Now, here to talk about the importance of proactive oral care and the prevalence of gum disease among Americans is Dr. Pauline Jose. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Dr. Jose, can you discuss a little bit the prevalence of gum disease among Americans, particularly focusing on the higher rates in men compared to women? I found that really interesting.
Yeah, sure. So 50% of Americans over 30 have gum disease, and men are 56%. I think 56% of men have gum disease versus like 38% of women. And the reasons for this are the whole list. First, they have lesser oral care. They don't do as much oral care as women. Less than 50% of men actually brush their teeth 2 times a day, as we're supposed to, and less than 26% of men floss. Other factors that attribute the increased incidence of men is more men drink alcohol, more men smoke or chew tobacco, and just because of their just like the medically, they have lesser visits for preventive care. They also have lesser visits for dental care, and because of that, they have lower or lesser oral education, so making it more complex for them.
We have a tendency as men to sometimes not do what we should do. I can admit that fully, so I understand that completely. Does chewing sugar-free gum help with fighting gum disease? Because I've heard that.
Yes, so that was one factor that they thought was the reason, was A-Rod chewing tobacco, because, you know, they do that, baseball players. But he said he tried it once and didn't like it, but he chewed about 26 pieces of gum per game, and that's a lot. And what we don't know is if he chewed sugar-free gum, because chewing gum can stimulate saliva formation, and that's really fantastic because saliva prevents bacteria from flourishing in the mouth. It carries with it minerals like calcium and phosphate, which strengthens the bones, and it also carries with it some amino acids and proteins that protect our teeth. So if you chew sugar-free gum, then it's protective because it increases saliva formation, which is very, very important for oral health. However, if it was not sugar-free, if you chew sugar, sugar can cause inflammation and cause bacteria formation, so that's not good.
You know, even thinking about some of those serious health issues that are associated with advanced gum disease, like cancer, diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease, when you're talking to people and when you're treating patients, do most people understand or know this, or is it just not known as much? I mean, because those are some pretty big connectors there.
That's correct. I'm not really sure if a lot of people know that, but it is very important to say that good gum health is linked to longevity. And poor oral health is linked to a lot of systemic conditions, as you've mentioned, dementia, diabetes, heart disease, and it is really important. There's a whole lot of studies that are around associating poor gum health to systemic diseases. And this is because if you have poor gum health, it starts with poor gum health. If it's untreated, what happens is you have gum recession. The gums recede. They develop pockets. These pockets around the teeth will have bacteria entering them, causing inflammation and toxin formation that spreads throughout the body. And so that's what really causes, or that's what really is associated with the systemic diseases.
Well, I can give you gladly be brushing my teeth 2 times a day. I could say.
Yes.
Dr. Jose, thank you so much. We appreciate your time today. To learn more about gum disease, you can head over to allindiana.tv.